What's up, Gemini gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. Happy to have all the Geminis out there for this general tarot reading. This will go out to all the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs out there. Of course, anyone is welcome into this reading. I just ask that you come into this reading with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to learn something to better yourself, become more self-aware. If the messages that come through don't resonate with you, simply push them aside. Assume they're going out to someone else, but be open to the fact that they may actually resonate for you at a later date as well. Sometimes that happens in tarot, okay? Let's do it. Let's connect to Gemini's energy. What's coming in for Gemini in the coming weeks? We got the solar eclipse coming up, so brace yourself, guys. Gemini. And just a reminder, you guys are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's do it for Gemini. All right, here we go. Just gonna split the deck here. Ooh, starting off with the Four of Wands. Very nice, Gemini. At bare minimum, this is a milestone. This is some small accomplishment in your life to be very proud of. So bask in the glory of whatever this is. Very often it can symbolize soulmate relationships. It can be the establishment or the very solid foundation of some sort of relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic, business partnership, that has vast potential to grow into the future. This could even be, I'm starting hearing peace offering with the doves, but I don't necessarily mean it after an argument. It could be, maybe some of you survived your first fight as, boyfriend, girlfriend, or, whatever genders you're interested in. Others of you, this could be a proposal. Sometimes this card has sort of a wedding vibe or a family celebration to it. So yeah, that's looking good for dating. Kick ass, Gemini. What else can I tell you? Then you have the Eight of Cups. Let's see. So Eight of Cups is, there is a Saturn energy to the Eight of Cups, like a restriction in, a restriction in how you're able to love or where you're able to emotionally invest your energy. Typically, it is a card of walking away, but because you started this off with something pretty awesome, it could be that you're encountering obstacles in seeing your person. So if you're at a distance, it's possible there may be discussion of moving in together. I always think of fours in tarot as sort of the safety and the comfort zone, the four corners of a house, protection. So it could indicate that some of you are, because you're not able to see your person as much as you like, you may actually be making some sort of plan to move in with them or to move closer to them, trying to find ways through the obstacle of not being able to emotionally connect as much as you would like. Does that make sense to anyone out there? What else? And I mean, it's possible for others of you that you would be getting out of a relationship, but here's the thing. I think if this was like a divorce, it would be shown with much different cards. So let's keep going and see what presents. Yeah, see, this is getting more positive as we go. The Sun, beautiful Leo energy for some of you. There may be a Leo involved here. For some of you, this is moving away from sort of an old chapter or an old cycle that felt emotionally void and ushering in the beginning of something new where it feels very delightful. It feels very joyful. There may be a creative aspect, or the Sun represents kind of happiness and joy and honoring our authentic self and sort of putting that vibe out there so that it gets reflected back to us in the form of other people. So if you're showing up and giving your all and putting your positive vibes out there, despite the struggle, despite obstacles, you get rewarded, possibly in the form of some sort of contract or relationship with another person. Some of you may just have a new friendship that feels very joyful and exciting. Some of you are going to be an aunt or an uncle. There could be the arrival of a niece or nephew in your life. And for some of you, if you are living together or moving in together, you may be talking about investing. That could be what this Saturn card is too. Investing in something long-term in the future. And it's not necessarily a negative message. Well, it's not. But if you are considering, parenthood or having a child for the first time or even adding one to the mix, there is going to be some limitations and restrictions, right? With that, it's going to impact your finances. It may impact the size of the house or the home that you want to reside in. It may impact how much time you can invest at work, right? Do you understand what I mean? There may be a reallocating of funds too. Every now and then, cups can represent money, the idea of, what fills your bank account. Not typically, but because these cards are so positive, this Eight of Cups to me is not as drastic or dramatic or negative as it can be sometimes. You always have to look at what's surrounding it. These two cards are amazing. They're so happy. They're so happy, Gemini. I hope you guys out there are happy. So what are we building up towards with this Eight of Cups? In fact, what are we being asked to leave behind? What can I put below the Eight of Cups? What are we emotionally detaching from or reallocating? The Moon. You're facing your fear. Something about this chapter forward, there's a lot of unknown still, and it could have been that it has sort of been a previous habit or pattern for you to avoid any situation that seemed unfamiliar, or something that sort of had some question marks, or unanswered questions. It seems like the universe is saying it's okay, like, trust your gut, go with this. If the energy is right and you're feeling good, you have no reason not to invest in this. And to, what is a good way of putting it? To have faith, which I'm going to be honest, sometimes that can be a struggle for Gemini, because you are such a logical brain, right? You're ruled by Mercury, so sometimes sort of the opposing factor of Jupiter, right? The way Sagittarius opposes Gemini, or Virgo, who's also a Mercury ruled sign, is opposed by Pisces. There can be that inhibitions or fear about going off into sort of the chaos of what's unknown. But here I think the universe is saying trust your intuition. That's what the Moon says. You'll figure the answers out as you go along. And I think some of you are finally coming to the realization sometimes it's more fun when you don't know all the answers. And I think it's taken a lot of you guys out there a long time to get to that point. But I think it's like there's more joy, there's more magic, there's more excitement in kind of needing to figure it out. But I think what's giving you peace of mind is that you have someone by your side to figure it out with. Maybe this is the start of a new business, right? And you have a business partnership. For most of you, this does seem like it could be swinging romantic. If you are exiting out of a relationship, it's possible it was with a Pisces or a Cancer. Of course, it doesn't have to be. And again, for some of you, if it is that zodiac sign, but, Pisces or Cancer is your sort of, soulmate type energy here, it could be saying, too, that you're sort of detaching from the idea of not knowing where this person stands. You might be shining a light on it, so it's, bright and bold and out there of where you stand at, or where you stand with your feelings, right? If you felt like you were restricted in a relationship where you weren't able to authentically express your love or something like that, there seems to be some sort of opportunity where you get to express it and shed some light on it, to open up and be warm with this person. And for most of you, it seems like the reception you get is quite positive. So you definitely, it's funny, you have the Sun and the Moon, so I'm almost wanting to say that whatever this is for many of my Geminis, this will have to do with eclipse season. We just had the full moon in Taurus, and then we have the new moon in Sagittarius, I think. Well, let's see, I think it's this coming Saturday, depending on where you live, of course. So I want to say it's like the 5th or the 6th, maybe. So pay attention to what your, what plants or what seeds you are planting, your intentions at this new moon, because something really beautiful could blossom from it. Yeah, especially during like the quarter moon, halfway to the full moon. I know, you guys are like busting at your calendars doing math equations right now. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about it. That's what Pisces says. You don't have to know all the answers. And I hope you have to take on the messages that feel right for you, but it's like allow a little bit of chaos into your life, because with that there's a little bit of magic. And I think when we try and over control things and again over anticipate, and it's great to be prepared, but at some point you have to understand that you're co-collaborating with the universe. I don't think we really have a firm grasp or control on our life that we like to think we have. I think it like reassures us sometimes, like, no, I got this and I planned everything, but what is that expression? How to make God laugh, make a plan, right? That's sort of what I mean, but I actually think that by releasing control and just opening yourself up to possibilities here, there's a pleasant surprise that awaits you. King of Swords. Yes, you're getting into a contract, and I'm even wanting to say kind of like a binding contract. There's something that you have to take it very, very seriously, and that's sort of an interesting message because there's all these fun things. So look at this, Two of Cups. Yeah, this is a love contract, Gemini. I'm gonna say it, or a creative collaboration. But even so, whoever you're working with, your friend, they got feelings for you. That's what I think. It's a binding contract. It needs to be taken seriously. But if you have a vision of what this could be, you have no reason not to move forward with it. Because the King of Swords is a great card, right? There is a serious element to it, but it's your air energy, right? Typically, I associate the King of Swords with fixed air, so more Aquarian, the visionary, the humanitarian, someone who's very witty, who's very good with their words, someone who expresses themselves freely and openly and isn't really scared of other people's judgment, right? You're making some sort of important judgment call in your life for what you're wanting in the next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, and it seems like it's very weighted. It's very important. It's not heavy. I don't think that's the term, but there's a responsibility in how you move forward with this decision. But I mean, look at how joyful these cards are, you guys. I'm stoked for you. This feels really good. This feels really good. Let's see. What can I get you for oracle cards, Gemini? Decisions. We'll get you some keywords. Why not? What can I share with Gemini in this beautiful reading? Is it a love reading? Let me know in the comments below. Is it some sort of creative business opportunity? Are you starting a family? It could be a lot of things. Center card is 8 of Cups, which I think is really important to note. So what is it that you may have to sacrifice? What is it that you maybe need to emotionally detach from? Or something that maybe you can put on pause, but right now it's not giving you the results that you desire. So maybe it's worth walking away to get a different perspective on it. And then you can come back and be like, okay, now I understand. Now I have the knowledge. Now I have the information I need to go back and do it right. For some of you, there could have been fear of commitment, and so you may have had to walk away from a person or a job or something to go out and sort of find yourself in the world. And I'm not saying this is true for all of you, but you may actually come back around to realize that something that you had walked away from, when it wasn't in your life, it was like there was a void. There was something that felt missing. And it's not to say that there's a person, you need to feel complete. That's not true. Like, we are all complete on our own. But yeah, there's something, it's like you may circle back around to it. I'm just sort of getting that. You may have experienced and I don't predict scary things on my channel. It's just not what I'm asked to relay, right, from my spirit guides. But you guys may have lost someone in your life, in the last year or so, and it really helped to put things in perspective. So yeah, it's almost like, especially if you feel this person who may have passed their energy around you, something about that, it's motivating you or initiating you to go towards something or someone that means a lot to you, because you realize time is fleeting. Maybe we don't know everything. Maybe, tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so I have no reason to sacrifice my own dreams and wishes and relationships that I want in my life just for this idea of having like a false sense of control or a false, I hope that makes sense to some of you. Anyway, listen, be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. Oh boy. We're already busting out the fairy card. Here we go. What else can I tell Gemini? And listen to your inner guides too. King of Swords and the Moon says you guys are like a sponge for sort of psychic energy right now. And I mean, I think Gemini kind of always is, to be honest, but depending on your placements and where it's hitting in the eclipse, there's profound messages coming to you in a very intuitive, personal way. So honor them, listen to them, and if it's something you feel like it's worth your time and energy to move forward with, I see very good results. 2 of Cups, are you kidding me, Gemini? The Sun, the 4 of Wands. This has soulmate energy, if you believe in such a thing, and some of you don't, and that's okay. I will reiterate, though, the idea of having faith is going to be very important here. It's not just about what is obvious and what is true. Some of this will defy your expectations, but again, in a positive way. Discover. Look at the early dewdrops before they disappear with the morning sun. I'm going to put that right by the sun. And then play. Among the grass and the wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. Ooh, secrets, Gemini. You love secrets. All right, let's throw some zodiac signs on this. And then we'll wrap it up with an oracle card. I have to choose which deck I want. Oh, too many cards. What zodiac signs want to come out for Gemini? These are kind of stick. They're just made of paper with no laminate on them, so they don't always cooperate. Ooh, okay, we got 2. We got Aries and Libra, that polarity, which is interesting because none of those cards came on earlier. Actually, I guess Aries did. Anything else for Gemini? I see Scorpio and Libra. Libra and Aries are the ones that wanted to come out. All right, oracle card, Gemini. Let's do it. I'm very indecisive this morning. I don't know why. What oracle card do I want to use? Dark Mirror. No. What is this one? Ooh, yes, absolutely. This is the winner. Movie quotes tarot. It's not an oracle deck, but it has some fun quotes on it. We'll see what comes out. Let's see. For Gemini. What wants to come out for Gemini? I mean, how can I ignore this one? It's like sticking out. The Emperor. So this is from Andre Lenotre, A Little Chaos. Ooh, chaos, right? We were talking about that. Go into the chaos, embrace it. In my world, even anarchy is by royal command, and chaos must adhere to budget. I have no idea what that means. What do you think, Gemini? Ooh, I just heard my phone ding. Maybe that's a sign. And then the Hierophant. So the Dalai Lama, 7 years in Tibet. How can I help people if I run away from them? What kind of leader would I be? I have to stay here. Henri. I don't know if that's how you say that. Serving others is my path to deliberation. The Emperor and the Hierophant, a Taurus and Aries energy. Let's get you one more. I hope these mean something to you. If they don't, maybe it's a sign you should go watch these movies. Any cinema lovers out there? Again, the Hierophant, a card of marriage and long-term contracts and commitment. Where are you running away from people? That could be what this is too. Closing off your options because of, I don't know, out of fear or fear of the unknown, fear of things getting too serious or too deep or needing to commit. The Hierophant says you have no choice, you have to commit. Because what would you be missing out on if you didn't? I would say something really good, something really pleasurable, something that would make you quite happy. And something that would honor and respect who you are and what you contribute to the world. One more for Gemini? Okay. Call it there. Let's see. Ugh, as F. That's perfect. From Clueless. 4 of Cups. This is being like moody and emotional, acting out of impulse and easily overwhelmed. Again, to me, it has a lot to do with this idea of going off into the unknown and not feeling ready or not feeling prepared. Trust me, if it falls into your lap or if it's relatively easy to acquire, it's probably meant to be. The universe thinks you're ready, so it's like we just got to get you on board to sort of open up your arms and accept this gift that's coming into you. Of course, you don't have to, because again, you're co-collaborating with the universe here. So I'm going to leave it up to you, Gemini. Thanks for joining me today for this tarot reading. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Gemini.